What's going on, snipers? Naeem Al-Obeidi here. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today. Let's just dive right into our daily cryptocurrency analytics for today and take a look at several different altcoins that I've been watching in order to reposition my portfolio over the next couple of days. These are not all of my top altcoins, but it does include coins like DogeCoin, Tron, Icon, aelf, and more. So let's dive right into it. So you can see, looking at Tron, it did break its pattern here, forming into a descending triangle, but now actually coming up, finding support right around 907 satoshis. It looks like we found some strong resistance around 1,815 satoshis. I currently have my RSI, which is my relative strength index indicator, open along with my volume and my EMA. If you guys don't know how a descending triangle looks, you can actually look right over here, draw out these price points, and then before this was actually its point of breakout, you can see it was forming that, which it did break out of. Our Discord actually has all of our resources available for you guys. This is a free resource. The link is in the description below. If you're not already on this, I highly implore you guys to get on Discord. This is truly going to help you guys out. We have a mobile version as well. So if you actually click the link, it'll take you there. And if you look at Trading 101 under Tools, you can actually pull up a descending triangle and see how it comes from an uptrend. You see it bounces back, it finds support, and then it finds these peak levels in which it does break out negative. However, at this point we broke out positive, breaking the descending triangle that did occur here, and now we're seeing a new pattern starting to form. If we pull up let's pull up the 15-minute here for Tron, just kind of look at what's happening here with the price action. When you look at this chart, you can see there is some strong support right over 887 satoshis, right around where we found support looking at the one-day chart, I believe that was, or the 3-hour chart. And now we're seeing this quick breakout from this little pennant that formed here. This is another pattern that you could have actually used while day trading. Understand there are multiple different types of traders, guys. There's day traders, swing traders, and more. So this is kind of how a pennant looks. I'll actually show you guys exactly how this forms out. You can see it gets more and more narrow in which a breakout occurs. You can see that's exactly what happened here. So this is a very predictable move. That's why I implore you guys to understand the patterns. You can predict so much utilizing these patterns, guys, especially because this market is so volatile. That's the difference between this market and many other markets today, like the traditional stocks and Forex and commodities. There isn't as much volatility as you see with crypto. So if you really want to take advantage of this opportunity, take advantage of the volatility. So in terms of Tron, I think over the next couple of days, I'm going to continue to watch this channel, watch how the price action is performing, and whether or not we continue to maintain these support levels, that would be a great indicator in which I can actually find a position to buy from. And I'll definitely keep you guys up to date if I find anything. If you guys are Patreons, of course, you guys know I have all those trade alerts coming to you guys. So let's look at our total market cap here for Tron. If we pull up the coin market cap, looking at this is the night version, by the way. They have a dark version and a light version. I figured this might help out a little bit with your eyes if you guys are watching this at night. But when you look at the coin market cap here, you can see we're at a total of a $13 billion market cap at rank number 8, maintaining its spot in the top 10, which is impressive for Tron. Total market cap is currently at $828 billion, which is an all-time high, and we are approaching a $1 trillion market in which a lot of these altcoins are going to start to rise in value as more institutional capital comes into the market. So that's pretty much what we see with Tron. Let's move on to QTUM, and I'm going to actually show you guys a sign of institutional trading. If you guys look at these volume levels, you can pull up a one-day, and you can see these huge spikes in volume. Now, these huge spikes in volume doesn't actually mean that this is all retail investor money. This is typically institutional money that comes into the market, and you can see it totally jumps the price up. These red consolidations, which sometimes can be categorized as bull flags, are actually an indicator that retail investors are selling. But you can see when you see these huge buy levels and then you don't see red candlesticks as large, that means the institutional money that came into this coin, in this case QTUM, has stayed in the coin, which is going to maintain its prices up here. That's why we're finding support right around the, looks to be around what, 296,000 Satoshi level, and then you're seeing some resistance right here around 410,000 Satoshis. If you guys don't know what Satoshis are, once again, Satoshis are the fractionalized version of Bitcoin. It's almost like when you have dollars and cents, it's the fractionalized version of Bitcoin up to 8 decimal places. So you can actually see that represented here in the right hand corner. So looking at this chart, obviously we have another channel forming. Looking at the one-day chart, we are above the 50-day moving average, which is this red line, and of course we are bumping over the EMA right now. However, we did drop significantly below that, which shows a lot of volatility, which could be a possible opportunity for day traders. So looking at this chart, very good opportunity for day traders, as a matter of fact, being that we have these clear bottom levels here. You can see it went under 30 RSI. This is what the purple stands for. And as soon as it hit bottom, I mean, went really low here, 14 RSI. So this is definitely an indicator this is the bottom of this price point right now. And we are still trading at these low levels. So this could potentially start to spike. In my opinion, this would be a good day trade, even looking at it right now. This is actually a price point that I wouldn't mind buying in and then setting up my my stop loss, my sell order, potentially around these levels where we're finding a little bit more stability, because that's just a quick gain in Satoshi. So if you guys watched my live trading video, you guys know my trading style. But in terms of price action, I like the fact we're finding stability around here. Looking at the 1 minute, now looking at the 1 hour, you can see it's a little bit more sporadic, but we're still finding these strong support levels right around 277,000 Satoshis. So what I would do, looking at this chart, is I would trade within this pattern, within this channel. You can see, looking at the 1 hour as well, we are right on the 50-day moving average. And when you look at the past price action for this coin, anytime that we are right on the 50-day moving average, we end up kind of going back and forth in between it. It doesn't necessarily venture too far away from the 50-day, so it looks like the 50-day can be a great indicator at following this price. So if it breaks these resistance levels, there could be a possible breakout. If not, it may come back here finding support right around the 277,000 Satoshi level. Looking at the total market cap for Quantum, what I'll tell you right now is we're heading towards the top 10 at rank number 15 with a $6 billion market cap, guys. All of these coins are just gaining momentum with this total market cap heading towards $1 trillion. So it's going to be interesting to watch this. You can see over $1 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And looking at this chart as well, it's a signal. That price movements here in Satoshi level are maintaining, but now increasing back to these highs that we saw around June 23rd of 2017. So in terms of Quantum, I like the project. I like the team behind it. I'm going to continue to watch this for a possible position. Once again, if you guys are Patreons, you guys know all of my trade alerts will come out. So if I am watching Quantum, I'll let you guys know. Now let's pull up Zcash. What's going on here? Now I like this chart because you can see there is some clear support level right around here. It looks to be around 3 million Satoshis. And right now, we've just broken this resistance, which was around 4.3 million Satoshis. Now finding another resistance back where we found previous resistance around November 12th, which was around 4.8 million Satoshis. So what does that mean for Zcash? Well, what I'll tell you is this. I want to make sure that this price action can break past this previous resistance, because it hasn't broken past that since October-ish, as it descended from its all-time highs, coming back from around, looks to be around 16 million Satoshis, right? So what I would say right now, watching Zcash, is obviously it's at low levels. It has had higher prices in the past, but at this point, what I would want to watch for is this going to break out past this channel? If not, I wouldn't feel too bad purchasing and making a buy order right around these support levels, being that we know there's a channel forming here. Obviously, it did drop below that, but you can see RSI was completely oversold here. So there's definitely a strong position here. You can see volume is starting to increase. This could potentially go a lot higher. It looks like we have this huge buy volume right here, looking at the 4 hour, which could have indicated institutional trading. We don't see as much sell volume right here. This could have been a huge sell volume right here. There's a huge sell wall right over here as well. But so far, we haven't seen those high sell orders as we saw in the past. So I would continue to watch Zcash. Once again, let's pull up the total market cap here at $2 billion, guys. Over $2 billion market cap. Once again, heading towards $1 trillion. It's just taking its piece of the pie. Heading towards the top 20 at rank number 23 right now, guys. So Zcash is definitely making its move up. If it can break past this resistance, I can definitely see this thing shooting back towards these resistance levels around 9.8 million Satoshi. So that's a huge gain here if we can see this price momentum build itself up. So let's go ahead and look at DogeCoin, which is everybody's favorite coin, right? What is going on here with Doge? So looking at the 4-hour, you can see there's obviously this trend moving up here. You can see we saw this parabolic level of growth. Typically when I see this type of price action, I like to be a little bit more cautious. However, you see these bull flags forming right here, so this could definitely start going up higher. A bull flag is pretty much when you see these huge price gains go up, you see some red consolidation, this indicates a flag. So if you guys look at it, it kind of looks like a flag. That's exactly what's happening here. So this could certainly continue to go up. I mean, it's, you know, it's starting to shoot up. It can continue to go up. How high is it going to go? That is the true question. So looking at this chart once again, let's go ahead and pull up the 1 day and get a little bit of a higher perspective. You can see we found some strong resistance around 155 Satoshis at one point. And then looking at this coin right now, we are heading towards these previous resistance levels. So we curved right back up. Now we're curving around this level here. I would be interested to see if this forms a cup and handle. That would be an interesting find. You can see here, if you guys don't know what a cup and handle looks like, that can be a strong indicator of a huge buy price. Now this is obviously an overextended cup and handle. However, it could still act upon the same price pattern, being that it is forming into that, looking at the 1 day chart, because those patterns can be used in many different forms, guys. So I'm going to be watching this. At this point, if I were to actually put a position in DogeCoin, I would be a little bit hesitant, just because I would have rather have had position here at these support levels. So I'm not personally going to be trading this. However, I like the fact that it's going back to these highs, because this could potentially break past the previous all-time high, putting this into all new records and price movements. So I'm going to be watching Doge over the next couple of days. Of course, it's currently trading at around $1.9 billion in market cap volume here, fairly low, 287 million, ranked number 30 though. So we'll continue to watch DogeCoin mature over the next couple of days. And lastly, let's pull up the coin that everybody talks about, which is ICX. It just came on the move. A lot of people are now talking about this coin. Why is the price action moving up? So you can see here, obviously, there's this positive channel forming. Looking at the 4-hour, let's pull up the 1 day here, look a little bit more deep at this level here. RSI, all-time highs. You can see we're above EMA. Not enough graph action to actually look at a mature graph at this level, but we can always pull up the 1 hour and see a little bit more of a clear price movement here. You can see we're following this channel here at support. Looks like we're finding some resistance right around these levels. I'd be interested to see if we can break past 6,386 Satoshis looking at ICX. Now what's interesting about this, you see these huge buy walls come up. You see these huge buy volume indicators showing that prices are obviously increasing because there's so much demand here, not as much sell volume. This could be an indicator that price movements will continue to head upwards as long as these prices can continue to maintain themselves and there aren't as much you know, sellers coming into the market where you see the sell volume increase. So I would continue to watch this coin as well. You know, it's obviously on an upward trend. However, at this point, there's no mature pattern to trade upon, at least as a swing trader. As a day trader, you can probably look at this and definitely trade this pattern. You can see there's strong support right around 5,778 Satoshis. You know where the resistance is at, so you know how to day trade this. If you guys are looking to make those quick profits, you can always utilize that method. So looking at this total market cap, we're at 3.6 billion at rank number 19. Guys just entered and stepped into the top 20. So we'll continue to watch Icon over the next couple of days, see if we can find some more parabolic run-ups for this coin. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me about the Patreon and how to access a lot of the posts and stuff. So I do want to address that here. I just went ahead and updated this for you guys. We now have featured tags. So if you guys want to look at your trade alerts, portfolio, podcasts, and announcements, you guys can pull it up here. Once again, we have silver, gold, ruby, sapphire, emerald, and diamond levels. If you are a gold, you are going to be receiving our trade alerts as well as my portfolio updates occasionally as I continue to update that. If you guys are rubies, you guys are going to be accessible into our VIP live calls and night owls. That will allow you guys to actually go in there, ask me more specific questions, and have more of a two-way dialogue with some of our other rubies. Sapphires and above will get a recording of all of our coins. This is one of the most popular because it is more of the on-the-go type of tier in which you guys will receive recordings of all of our live calls, night owls, and exclusives that I will be sending out to just our Sapphire members. And then Emerald, of course, you guys have the VIP access where you guys can request any sort of coins on the live streams as well as ask questions. So we have this special VIP access spot here for those that have VIP, and because it's a little bit less in you know, in occurrence compared to Sapphire and Ruby, you can see there's a lot less action going on here, but all the questions get answered here. So hopefully you guys can choose one that suits you the best. I just wanted to address that. I know a lot of you guys have asked about that. So now you can just click trade alerts if you guys want to see trade alerts, portfolios, podcasts, announcements, and so forth. So hopefully that clears that up. And then once again, guys, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching this video. It truly means a lot that we're heading towards 30,000 subscribers, over 16,000 Discord members. Could have done this without you guys and the team that actually progressed this with me. I give a huge thanks to each and every one of you guys, especially the individuals that have helped out starting off this project that has now turned into this great community. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And with that being said, guys, like always, snipers out.